Elizabeth, your character. Your character on Lost is the most morally slippery character on television.
That sounds so sexy when you say it. Morally slippery.
Well, it's impossible to tell when you're telling the truth and when you're lying. And I'm wondering, when you're playing a character like that, what do you hold on to? I mean, how do you? I'm assuming that you know very little about what the progress of the season is plot-wise. So how do you keep the performance grounded in reality when nobody knows whether you're lying or telling the truth?
I think I've always said that liars are usually the best when they think they're telling the truth. So I think that I always go towards what I believe to be the essential truth, and continue to get there as quickly and efficiently as possible, which can come off as slippery, especially when the motivation is less than honorable. But I think that usually, we think we're going towards the best thing. Nobody thinks they're a bad person.
Do you have a story about her, a backstory that is not revealed in the script that makes it easier for you?
Yeah, I always do. I mean, but mine are always, full of pain and hardship and terrible things and all kinds of, just because I find that more fun to play. I'm odd. But I also really like complicated women. They're enticing to me.
You've got the right role for that. Are you coming back for another season, or have you been blown to bits?
It really depends. I was talking to Damon and Carlton, and they're like, the best thing to say is it just depends if Jack's plan works or not, and it's true, it does. So, which is surprising. It's not my fault then, right? But it really will depend on whether or not everything that they thought would happen happens. So that's it. And they also told me to say that, well, it's a cliffhanger. That's exactly what I got. I think, well, it's a cliffhanger, but that's it. With a little thing on there.
And what stage are you at with V, which I personally can't wait for?
They're going to show it on Saturday.
The pilot?
The pilot, yeah. We shot the pilot, and I really enjoyed the pilot. I did it because I thought I would enjoy it, and I did. And I just had a meeting with them talking about everything that's going to happen, and that's right where we are. We're about to start shooting again.
I don't get a name card.
I was having a good time being here.
I guess, so, Zoe, you're in an interesting position. You are inheriting a role that has already been an iconic breakthrough on television. O'Hara was the only female regular crew member on the bridge of the Enterprise, the only African American. I'm wondering if you went back and examined the sacred text of the original series, and sort of how much inspiration did you get from the original character? How much can you move it forward? And tell us everything you know about the next.
That's the key question.
I
think there were very different angles in which I viewed Neo and Uhura, because in terms of her as a person on the Enterprise, there's no such thing as discrimination, because this film, it's the 23rd century, so they're all equal and they're all respected by their tasks. So I felt that Uhura deserved no less than for me to honor that normalcy, is the word? Just the normalcy of what it's like to be an only woman, but to be respected and to not have to compromise your humor, your sex appeal, your femininity, and so that was that aspect that I never wanted to touch, and I wanted to play how normal it was. The other one was, I think me as a woman, an American woman, also a woman of color, to be able to be granted an opportunity to play a character that some a woman that my mother wanted to be with when she was a little girl is nothing but a humbling position for me to be in. The writers are germinating very interesting ideas, and I couldn't be more excited. They're so, I mean, we all know how secrety JJ can be. So when I don't even know what is going to happen, I can't tell you, but I know it's going to be great.
Eliza, actresses frequently complain that there aren't enough good roles for them in Hollywood, and my theory is that it's because you're playing most of them. I'm wondering, to do that character, you have to give her a whole new personality every week. In order to do that, do you have to know what Echo's real pre-memory white personality was like? Do you have an idea of what this character was like before she became Echo? Is that going to be part of the show, one part of the show?
Well, Echo is a creation of Joss Whedon, who is going to be here tomorrow. We're going to start shooting the second season yesterday. And, you know, Echo is the character that I play in the Dollhouse, who's sort of, you know, there are military names for the dolls, and my character's original, you know, the original young woman is Caroline, and so Echo has become a product of all of the multiple personalities that are imprinted and dumped into her over time. In the second season, we absolutely will have Echo having a self-awareness that's coming out and growing, where, you know, she's glitching and she really is a composite of all the different, you know, missions that she's been on. But you know, she started out as this young woman, Caroline.